PlayStation 4 has finally arrived, and in a short time, it's built up a pretty awesome library of games. Below are the best 25 available for the system so far, a list created to inform newcomers to the console along with those that have owned one since day one. Let's dive in and see what the best games available are for Sony's newest home console. Dead Nation first came to PS3 several years before PS4 launched, but its revamped PS4 iteration, Apocalypse Edition, is the definitive king of PlayStation-centric twin-stick zombie shooters. Housemarque did a wonderful job of giving players plenty of challenge, but also lots of rewards with weapons to buy, armor to find, and leaderboards to compete on. This is a truly special and enjoyable game. The cliche that licensed games just aren't very good was true for most of the gaming industry's history. That is until the last few years when titles like Injustice: Gods Among Us launched. This fighting game, which is built on Mortal Kombat 9's engine, isn't only a great fighting game in its own right, but it uses its DC license to full effect, giving comic fans everywhere plenty to cheer about. One part Contra, one part Metal Slug, and one part Monster Hunter, Mercenary Kings is an old-school-looking side-scrolling shooter with a gigantic campaign, an emphasis on synthesizing items and elements you find during stages, and an incredible list of weapons, armor, and components. Mercenary Kings is one of those games that keeps its hooks in you for a long, long time. The LEGO series is well known for quality, but LEGO Marvel Superheroes may be the best LEGO game ever created. Not only does it use its Marvel license incredibly well, filling its roster of playable characters with recognizable heroes and villains, as well as obscure ones, it also has a huge open world to explore, all the while retaining the LEGO franchise's classic gameplay. Year in, year out, Activision and its team of developers do a great job of delivering on Call of Duty's annual promise of excellent gunplay, an action movie-like campaign, and incredibly deep online modes. Call of Duty Ghosts checks all of those boxes, but it truly excels online, especially in its Extinction mode, which is one part zombie mode from Black Ops and one part Left 4 Dead. It's easy to ridicule Konami for releasing Ground Zeroes, which is basically a lengthy demo for the upcoming proper Metal Gear Solid game, The Phantom Pain. But within the confines of Ground Zero's brief campaign is something incredible, an expertly woven story that sets the stage for what's still coming up in the franchise, while at the same time saying a thing or two about the current political state of the world. Metro Redux combines two fun single-player shooters, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, into one single convenient package. Better yet, one of those games, Metro 2033, was never playable on a PlayStation console until right now. Players are bound to enjoy their time in the underground of post-apocalyptic Russia, with action and stealth elements combining to keep things fresh. For well over 2 decades, Electronic Arts has been delivering annual additions to its storied Madden franchise, and Madden NFL 15 may be one of the best of them all. The power of PlayStation 4's innards make Madden NFL 15 an exceptionally pretty game, one that runs well while retaining the meat of Madden, its playbooks, its online and offline modes, and of course its accessible yet deep gameplay. Now that PlayStation 4 has been on the market for a while, there are quite a few shooters to choose from, but Killzone Shadowfall is the best of them all. What's so great about Shadowfall is how different it is for a Killzone game, from its bright aesthetic to its non-linear play that breaks away from the series' conventions. Its deep Warzone's online modes are also noteworthy. In this respect, few shooters are more granular. For years, the Tomb Raider franchise languished in mediocrity and even borderline obscurity. But by taking inspiration from Sony's storied Uncharted series, Tomb Raider was revived, reinvigorated, and brought into the 21st century. From its beautiful graphics to its interesting characters to its compelling gameplay, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is just that, the definitive edition of a fantastic adventure. PlayStation 4's ecosystem has been buttressed by a healthy mix of AAA retail games and fantastic, smaller, downloadable indie titles. The Swapper is itself proof that indie games aren't only essential to the ecosystem, but they can be amongst the best games available. This atmospheric puzzler is on PS3 and Vita too, but it's best on PS4 and it's worthy of your attention. Last Generation was the true testbed of consoles being persistently connected to the internet. Now that the proof is in the pudding, MMORPGs like Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn can take off and take hold of a huge community. A Realm Reborn is the continuation of Final Fantasy XIV, an exceptional MMO that's incredibly deep, fun to play, and engaging, with a large user base to boot. The original Velocity was a PlayStation Mini. Its follow-up, Velocity Ultra, was on Vita and PS3 and is easily one of Vita's best games. Now, Velocity 2X comes along, reaffirms the old formula, adds some new side-scrolling elements, and suddenly becomes one of PlayStation 4's best games. As its name suggests, Velocity 2X is all about speed, relentless speed. Oh, and high score chasing too. You may have played Flower on PlayStation 3 or even on Vita, but it's at its absolute best on PlayStation 4. That's because the graphical fidelity of the game is through the roof on PS4. But at its core is still a cerebral and different kind of game, a short experience that puts you in charge of the wind and the flower petals it blows around. There's a deep message within, so pay close attention. The Assassin's Creed franchise has ebbed and flowed since being introduced, but for many people, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is up there with Assassin's Creed 2 as the best game in the series. Black Flag, which takes full advantage of Assassin's Creed 3's maritime components, also gives players a huge map to explore and tons to do, both inside and outside the campaign. Heavily inspired by Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto series, Watch Dogs is an open-world third-person action game that takes place in Chicago. But it's no ordinary game in the genre. Players are given all-powerful hacking abilities that allow them to bend interconnected Chicago to their will, creating a power struggle with no preordained winners and losers. This may be the game that gives PS4 owners their open-world fix. You may have played Guacamelee already, whether on PS3 or Vita, but it's worth playing again. And if you've never experienced it before, Super Turbo Championship Edition is an awesome place to jump in. This Metroidvania-style game is a testament to the formula, and its graphical aesthetic and awesome combat only heighten the experience. This is a must-play. Sony-owned studio Sucker Punch walked away from its Sly Cooper series and created Infamous on PS3. Second Son, the franchise's third core game and first foray on PlayStation 4, continues Infamous's good-bad angle, allowing players to make choices in a huge open world. And then there are the superpowers, incredible abilities that are as beautiful to look at as they are fun and devastating to use. The beauty of Rogue Legacy is in the fact that death is instructive. When you die, it's permanent, but your statistics, equipment, and know-how are transferred to your in-game relatives and descendants, who then continue to fight in your name. With excellent gameplay and a deep RPG hook, Rogue Legacy is unusually addictive and incredibly charming. It's hard to believe that Ubisoft could release a Rayman game that would best Rayman Origins, and yet here we are with Rayman Legends, a decidedly better game. Rayman Legends is one of the cream of the crop platformers, a game that's both easy on the eyes and incredibly enjoyable to play. There's also a lot of depth here, with a lengthy campaign to complete and lots of collectibles to procure. Thoughtful, moody, and atmospheric, Transistor is a different kind of game. This action RPG is built around a unique artistic aesthetic and an interesting world. Its combat system only makes things even better, with an emphasis on planning moves well ahead of when you execute them. It's like a chess match in RPG clothing, and for right now, PS4 is its only home on console. Ubisoft outdid itself with Child of Light, a charming and wonderfully written RPG that takes plenty of influence from the Japanese classics many of us grew up playing. What's so endearing about it, though, is its clever Grandia 2-like combat system and its stunning plot, written much like a Shakespearean poem. It's incredible how unique Child of Light is and how it appeals to JRPG fans and those averse to the genre alike. For years and years, PC gamers were the only ones that truly understood the power of Diablo. The action RPG series was built entirely around a simple yet compelling hook: fight, explore, loot, and do it all over again. Now PlayStation 4 gamers can get in on the act in one of the very best games available for the console, period. Whether playing by yourself or with friends, Diablo 3 shouldn't be missed. Finnish developer Housemarque has a knack for creating incredibly polished, incredibly addictive, incredibly pretty twin-stick shooters. Super Stardust HD introduced many PS3 gamers to their formula, and Resogun on PS4 continues the trend unabated. Resogun is PlayStation 4's most addictive game, one that infiltrates your dreams and has you compulsively checking the leaderboards. Not only is The Last of Us PlayStation 3's single best game, it's also PlayStation 4's. Naughty Dog's smash commercial and critical hit is the epitome of a masterpiece in the gaming industry, with a fantastic father-daughter-like story set in the post-apocalyptic United States. It's thoughtful, emotional, and heart-wrenching. It's pure proof of the power of video games as a narrative tool. There's our list, but what's yours? Let us know what your top 25 PS4 games are, and then take a look at our other top 25 lists, spanning Sony's, Nintendo's, and Microsoft's platforms, as well as PC.